My family and myself just recently got back from an almost 2 week trip out west. We drove, it was over 2,000 miles one way, 2,000 miles back the other way. Absolutely incredible trip. If you guys go check me out on Instagram, I documented each day. We did the Badlands, we did Yellowstone, the Tetons, Jackson Hole. We did multiple days of whitewater rafting. I had a family wedding that was in there. Absolutely incredible with the animals and the landscape and just the core memories. Unbelievable trip. I've also taken many flights recently, going to barber expos and just traveling, in general. And one thing that really hit me, especially on this trip, is how important it is for me to have travel size beard wash, travel size beard conditioner, but also face wash, also body wash, and really try to make the most out of that traveling situation, whether it's a carry-on bag. I haven't checked a bag on a plane in several years. I'm just a carry-on guy where I'll have like a duffel bag and then a backpack. You get that little personal item as well. I realized how important it is to not have the giant 8-ounce or 16-ounce bottles. Now, there's nothing wrong with those, but they can leak. They can take up too much space, and they're just not ideal, especially if you're going on this long trip and you're staying in hotel rooms on the way, which if you guys have done a road trip with a family, sometimes it's just a sleep stop. Just a place you get in at 8 o'clock, you leave at like 4 or 5 because you want to get out early and beat the traffic. You're just sleeping. Well, in that time, I like to shower, and it's not the most convenient to be taking out a massive beard wash, a massive beard conditioner, even though they're great products. So I want to go over kind of two main options that I have as a solution for that kind of problem. If that sounds good to you guys, quick thumbs up on the video, all the stuff. If you're on your phone, please hype it. Hyping seems to be the biggest thing you can do for a video. If you're on your phone, there's like a little bar where you can see the comments usually. If you swipe over to the right, the next one is a hype. You only get 3 of them a week. It would be an honor if you used them on my videos. So thank you guys. Of course, subscribe if you're not. Shout out to those returning subscribers. My name's Dan, and I love helping people learn about beards, beard care, beard products, everything in general. Okay, 2 different options, and I have done both. The first one I think is kind of the easier option, and then the second one will be more of the budget option, and we'll go over both. The first one, the easier option is get a travel size beard wash, a travel size beard conditioner that is available and sold by beard product companies. I know, crazy, but I bring that up because I don't think everybody knows that is an option. I'm only aware of a very select amount of companies that actually offer this. And one that stands out to me kind of the most would be Volt Life Proof Grooming, or just known as Volt. They're actually out of South Dakota in the Badlands. We're in South Dakota. I didn't get to meet up with them. They've been a long-time affiliate. The owners are incredible people, countless video calls, and I help them with planning and ideas and testing and all this stuff, right? But incredible company. Not only do they have a travel size option, they also have refill options, which are small and they don't have any plastic. They're really aware of the environment. Those work as well. So you have multiple levels that you can use. One thing that seems small but is kind of a nice thing for me is when you have a travel size one, they know that this is meant to get up and go. To lock this, you just simply turn it to the side. That is it. Many of you know with the pump tops on the bigger ones, not the Sriracha tops, those work great as well, but the pump tops on the bigger ones, to be able to lock them, you have to push the top down, which gets out the product, and then twist over. Well, how many of us are aware in the moment the last time we use it and we think, oh, I gotta lock it because I got a trip in the next couple of days? I know that doesn't cross my mind. Also, when I do push it down and twist over, I don't know if it's just me. Please let me know if you've been here so I don't feel crazy. But I will go and push it down, and then I panic, and I'm like, is it to the right? Is it to the left? Righty-tighty, Dan, lefty-loose? Hey, I'm just telling you the moment. And then sometimes it doesn't work. You got to restart. I got to waste another pump. Or sometimes I'll go down, I'll go to turn it, and it slips off my fingers and pops out. Again, not the biggest deal in the world, but if I can prevent having to waste 1, 2, 3 pumps of beard wash, of beard conditioner, I'll take it, and these solve it really, really easily. So that is a great option, is if you go with the company that has already travel size beard wash, travel size beard products. Volt is a great one, and this is not going to leak. Really not possible when you lock this. It is metal. It is an incredible option. So shout out to Volt for having those. The second option would be, if you go to a store, they do sell little kind of universal refillable travel size options for these products. If you go to like Target, they have like a dollar section. Oftentimes the dollar store has sections of these. And then all you do is a little bit tedious, a little bit more work, but you will get out that empty container, take your big beard wash, pump it in there, or take the top off and pour it in there. It could be a little bit messy. And then you got to find a way to label it. When we have done this, we have a label machine where Sam will just type in the little words into it. It'll print it off, and then we slap it on there. You want to try and get the right paper that isn't going to like bleed or run off when it gets into the shower or into the water. So something to consider, but those work. My only issue with that is when I get back, and it's impossible to know the exact amount of product that you need. When I get back, I always have extra product in those travel containers, and I don't know when our next trip is going to be, so I don't just leave them in there because that's going to be a big waste. So I try to get them back out. Now, of course, I want to save the product, so I'll try to squeeze it back into the original package. We could talk about possible contamination. I'm not that big of like a worrier on something like that. But I also do not get everything out of the travel container, so I am wasting there. And I need to clean it afterwards, which is tedious. It takes a lot of time. But you probably save money rather than going and buying a dedicated travel product. So there is a give and take there. I guess it depends on your time. I guess it depends on how much effort you want to put in, the ease of it. And then one point to kind of wrap this up is if you are flying and you're like me and you only do carry-ons, the TSA limit for liquids is 3.4 ounces. So something like this from Volt is a 2.7 ounce. Works great. I know other companies have offered exactly 3.4 fluid ounces, and so you have that option. One thing to consider, if you only do a carry-on, you can't even bring the big bottles of the beard wash and beard conditioner. So down below, when you travel, whether it's plane, whether it's by the road, what is your method for bringing these liquid products, right? Oil, it's an ounce. Pretty simple. We got it. But what is your method for bringing these kind of beard conditioner, beard wash, body wash, face wash? Maybe there's another lane that I'm not quite thinking of that can help out, right? Bar soap or solid washes, that can help out as well. But what about conditioner? I'm not going to put a solid conditioner bar right on my beard, on the skin. That's not how it's intended. So we got some stuff to work through here, but this is what I do. I can't wait to hear from you guys. My name's Dan C. Bearded. Please stay bearded and stay positive.